Gentlemen, welcome to your reading. So, today we're working on soulmates in sexual relationships that are worth saving. You know, we're not working on those ones that is just like, somebody call the coroner. Yeah, no. Alright, so while I'm doing these readings, I am going to be... Oh, damn, I didn't even get the cards ready. Ooh. Yeah, so anyway, I can do that while I'm talking to you. So, while I'm doing these readings, I am also going to be at the same time marking down the timestamps and also putting a little phrase or something to remind me of what your reading's about so I can make your synopses at the end. Okay, so you'll know whether or not you should invest your time in watching it or not. You'll know if it's your story, if it sounds like your story or not. Alright, so bear with me as I do that. I'm very sorry for not having your cards ready for you. That was very irresponsible of me. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Okay, so that's ready. So yeah, so I want to timestamp them and write down a little synopsis so you know if it's your reading or not, yeah? So let's get right into it. So, Aries, let me put it right there so that we can see it. So all when you're scrolling through, you can see your name, you know. Well, I did that part for me. But anyway, so Aries. So Aries and soulmates in sexual relationships that are worth saving. What does God want to tell you? Aries men. What do you want to tell them, please, Most High? Aries men. I have all my cards in rubber bands and that because I'm packed for taking my show on the road. And the way how they're packed, I know that God was there when I was doing it. And I can't promise you that if I take out all them cards that I could put them back and make them fit as snugly as they are. So you're gonna have to bear with me while I do that too. While I undo the rubber bands and do them back up. So yeah. So let's see, what does God wanna tell you, Aries men? I'm standing up doing these readings because my bottom is hurting me. I've been doing too much sitting down. Okay, so architect. So an architect is someone who builds something. Someone who designs something. Okay, so the underlying issue is janitor or cleaner. So it's like you need to construct cleaning back up this relationship. So perhaps you've gone wrong. Okay, we got service engineer. Yeah, you need to engineer the fixing of your home. Homemaker. Okay, so perhaps you've been a little bit naughty. You need to get the psychology right. Psychologist. Okay, so from a mental, yeah, and then talk to her. Got the singer card there. So you're gonna have to get your thoughts in order and then you're gonna have to speak your truth. Whew. And we have pastor coming next. So God wants complete honesty from you. Need to do it in a morally upright way. Before you become a homeless man. Okay? Instead of a domestic one. Alright. So I was gonna do a clarification for you, but with those coming out, I don't think that I need to do that. So it's like you're on the verge of being put out. Okay, so yeah, we got estate agent coming next. So yeah, God want you to bring, so the estate agent and peacemaker. God want you to bring peace back into your home. So you need to find the way to have the right thinking and then put it back together, because you're on the verge of becoming a man without a home. And the thing is, in your mind, you shouldn't be thinking of it as though you're doing it for a house to stay in, because these are relationships that are worth saving. That's the energy that we're seeking out in these readings. So that means that whoever your wife is, she is more than just a home. She's more than just a place to rest your head. Okay. She is actually worth the effort. So she deserves more respect than you have been giving her, and more credit than you have been giving her. Okay? So if you let this thing spiral out of control, you will be without a home. You'll have to start over looking for your own place and whatnot. Okay? So she's had enough of whatever it is that y'all have been going through, and she wants or need changes, and God is encouraging you to make it right. Okay, Aries? Taurus at 6 minutes 27. Okay, let's see. Taurus men. What do you want to tell Taurus men in this situation? It is hot. I was having a party before I came on. I was doing a little exercise. I should say dance-ercise. Alright, let's see. What is that going to tell you, Taurus men? Ooh. This is actually good. I'm doing squats and doing my readings at the same time. I'm liking this. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the first thing God wants to tell you, my love, is sincerely apologize. Okay? You know you were wrong. Alright? So sincerely apologize. And then we have spent quality time with your parents. So this card comes out to tell us that we need to be more wise. We need to act more mature. Okay? Perhaps you have been somewhat irresponsible as a parent, and that's what's caused the problem between you guys. Okay? Maybe you're not spending enough time with the children. Okay? But it has something to do with parenting, being mature, making good decisions and stuff like that. Okay? And God says, learn from the past. So perhaps you didn't know that this would piss her off so much. Okay? So it's like, whatever you did to get you in trouble, make you have to sincerely apologize, I beg. Yeah. You don't make that mistake again, okay? Make some different mistakes if that's the case, okay? The underlying issue here, we have look outside your immediate circle for answers. So you need to do some research, okay? So it's like you didn't know any better. Whatever you did, it's not like you did something deliberately. You didn't know any better because you couldn't see the way to do it. But God wants you to know that there is always a way. So when you don't know what to do, ask somebody. Maybe that's why spend quality time with your parents came up. So it's like, if you don't know what to do, ask your mother and father. What? Because you think you're an adult, you think you're supposed to know everything? You think your mother and father know everything? See how I get when I'm standing up and doing readings? Be attitude. Yeah, your mommy and daddy don't know everything either. Just like you, we're all learning. Even your grandma and grandpa don't know everything. Okay? We're all still learning. And that's why our communities are supposed to be built with like everybody on one compound. You see how the Africans do it, where everybody house everybody in that little corner, they're all family. Why? Because we are, when one person don't have the answer, the next one does. You know, we're supposed to be together, helping each other to learn, helping each other to grow. That's how it's supposed to be. But the way how society is today is like, you live in London and your family live in Wales, and you know your parents live in Wales or some shit, or in the Caribbean or in Africa somewhere, and it's like they're so far, so you think you're alone. But pick up the phone. Pick up the phone and make that phone call. And when you're not sure about something, ask somebody a question. That's the wise thing to do. It will keep you out of trouble. Okay? Especially in this relationship, because this person is worth the trouble. This person is worth you putting in that extra effort to take up the phone and ask somebody a question. Or even ask your sweetheart a question, because they'll be willing to help you. And then, because they see you asking certain questions, if you make a mistake in that area, they'll know not to be upset with you. They'll know that you're trying to learn just like she's trying to learn in other areas of your relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm dehydrated, don't ask me why. So yeah, we're all learning, we're all growing. So don't be ashamed to ask a question. It's better you ask your question and people know exactly where you stand on that subject, rather than you not ask the question and act like you know everything and then be doing nonsense. Because then they'll really look at you like you're some kind of idiot, and then that's going to piss you off. Okay? So, that's all we have for you, Taurus. Let me put these cards away and then write a little thingy before I move on to the next one. So, your thingy is to ask a question. To get right. And keep yourself out of trouble. Alright, so go and love your baby. All your babies. Alright, Gemini men. So, Gemini men in soulmates in stalemate in sexual relationships that are worth saving. What does God want to tell you? Can you see the card? Okay. Oh, wait. 12. What was it? Probably about 12:20. Let me write 12:20. Okay, so Gemini, what's your message for the Gemini men in this situation, please? Gemini. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 done. When I was you, I was love thoughts. When I was you, I was love thoughts. Alright. What does God want to tell you? Okay, so we have an awakening. God wants to tell you to wake up to what? Your prosperity. So prosperity doesn't have to be money. It could be actually your love life being prosperous. Intensification, cycles. So this one is coming to an end and a new one's beginning. So yeah. So it's like you're about to meet your person who is worth your effort, okay? So someone is about to come to you who is actually worth the effort, but you need to wake up to it first. So whatever mind frame you're in, it's actually gonna work against you, because it's like you're not mentally ready to even recognize this person as being someone who is worthy of your time and your love and your affection and your truth. Someone who is worthy to be let into your personal space. Okay? The fact that your mind is closed, you might miss it. You might miss this balance. Okay? So then we have boundaries coming in. So you need to set up boundaries, because we have the initiation of your summer, your harvest, your prosperity. So God is like, right now you need to start getting everything in place. You need to start putting things in place so that you can initiate the receipt of your abundance. Okay? So it's like, if there's any exes or anything you need to cut out, you need to start to separate yourself from them right now. If there are any bad habits that you know may destroy this relationship, then God is saying you need to just start preparing yourself to receive this person. And you don't want to miss this prosperity, this abundance of love and friendship and support, just because you're in the wrong energy or wrong frame of mind, or have the wrong type of friends around you, being encouraged by the wrong family members and things like that. Get your mind in check. Okay? So God is giving you a heads up that you're about to meet your person. So it's time to bring balance into your world so that you don't miss this. Okay? So basically your message is start preparing. Start preparing for your love. So this person is not gonna be like, oh, let me get some tissue, I'm sweating too much. So this person is not set to be like other girls that you've dealt with before, who are probably only with you for your money, or who are just using you to make somebody else jealous. Or this person is actually going to be into you. Okay? She's going to love you. She's going to want to build with you. She's going to want to be prosperous with you. Okay? So you're getting a team player here. All right? So that's the message that we have for you, Gemini. Put these cards away. Okay. So, yeah, that's you, Gemini. Now, Cancer. Let's see what is God's message for you in this situation. So you're in a soulmate, a sexual soulmate relationship that's actually worth saving. What does God want to tell you, Cancer men? Cancer. Oh shit, I forgot to write down a time for you. What was it, like 1800? I have to check those over. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so we have the anger card and mistake card. Okay. The underlying issue here is classism. We have karmic. And we have time limit, control, and success. Okay, so what we have going on here is you're holding a negative feeling regarding this person that you're supposed to be having success with. Okay, you're angry with them, but God is like, it's not even justified. You got anger and mistake coming out together. So your anger with them is not warranted. So we have classism. So you see yourself as being of a higher class than this person who is meant to help you be a success. So this person may not dress like you. This person may be of a different race than you. Perhaps this person isn't as polished as you. But this person is a soulmate. Okay? And it's like you're allowing material things to come in the way of you and your true success. And there is a time limit here. So a person who is meant to be your soulmate, you're actually making it a karmic situation. So it's like, if you don't get it together in time, you're going to miss this. And that's going to become a karmic lesson for you. Karma. Okay? Because you're not right to see this person as less than you simply because maybe you wear name brands and they don't. Maybe you feel all sophisticated and eat with knife and fork and shit, and they're not as polished as you. They're more bush or just street. Okay? So this person is different to you. And if you can't allow yourself to see that because you feel too privileged and you feel like she's beneath you, you're gonna miss even more. Yeah, God is saying feeling so privileged is an illness. And clearly, because it's going to work against, it's dark magic. Yep. It's dark magic actually. Okay? Yeah, so feeling so, and then God is silent. Here comes the silent card. So God is like, I'm done talking to you. So you got restricted progress. So yeah, you're about to restrict your progress by you seeing yourself as better than this girl or this woman that is meant to be a positive part of your destiny. So you're turning your soulmate journey into karmic journey through classism. And that's all the messages that we have for you, Cancer. What you choose to do is completely up to you. You're the master of your own fate. Okay? So let me put these away. Okay. Now, next we have Leo males at 22, 23, 27. Okay, so Leo, in this situation, what does God want to tell you? What do you want to tell Leo most high? Seriously. I'm not doing this. 2 more times and that's it. I'm not playing with nobody. Thank you. Okay, Leo. So we have loss of authority. So where you once had the authority to call the shots in a situation, in a soulmate situation, or in this soulmate situation, you have lost your authority. Like, what did you do? The underlying issue is a loss of friends. So this person has quit on you, Leo. And we have loss of limbs. So this person was very valuable to you. So it's like you cut off your hand or you cut off your foot when you lost this person through whatever it is that you did. It's left a hole in you. Ulcer. So it's left a hole in you. Well, yeah, you cut off a limb. So yeah, you have a missing. This person is missing. Because now you have no authority over the say-so of this relationship. You have no authority over the direction of this person's life or your life with this person. As a matter of fact, this person is not in your life anymore. Loss of friends, you lost them. And it looks like it's just dissolved because it's not even like, say, God is telling you to do anything to get them back or anything like that. God is just like, you've lost your authority. You've lost your friend. You've cut off an important part of your life. And now it's left an empty space. Ooh. And we have crime coming next. Okay, Leo. So yeah, so that's your message. So it's like, I don't know, let's see what comes after crime. Let's see if God, loss of loyalty. Yeah, a loss of status. So because you were not loyal to this person, God diminished your power in their life. So where you were once the man in their life, God is like, you don't even deserve that. So I'm going to cut you off because you didn't have the sight. You didn't see this person for who they are. Okay? So basically, to me, it's karma. It's well deserved. Loss of authority. So God is like, it's over. So you really messed up. Okay, so that's your message, Leo. I'm sorry to hear that, but it must be a karmic lesson. So it's like, what lesson did you learn with this experience, you know? Or what lesson were you supposed to learn with this experience? That I will do for you. I'll see what we could find out about, but if God's willing to share, what lesson did you want Leo to learn from this experience? Please, Most High, if you care to share. So outdated thinking is an issue that card wanted to show itself and a whole lot more. Am I taking these? No. At the bottom of the deck, we have expand your lyrical content, your conversation. So the things that you've been telling yourself, it's like you need to grow in your mind. The way that you're thinking, it was probably okay for at one stage or phase of your life, of your existence, but it's like you're living in the past. It's like time has moved on since then, and the situation or the circumstances have changed, but you haven't. So you're living a modern life with an old mindset. Okay? Let's see what lesson. Let's see. Expand your lyrical conversation is back at the bottom of the deck again. And outdated thinking came back out again. Let's see, then we have swagger. What is your charisma? Your personal swagger. Is it loud or swaggerific? So this has everything to do with your vibe. So however you handle this situation, you were like, I'm being me. This is how I do it. This is how I've always done it. This is how I'm going to continue to it. I'm not changing for anybody. And you and your unwillingness to change made you lose out on a soulmate who was here to be the missing piece in your life. Okay? So your swagger need to change. And there's that, expand your lyrical content again. And stop working with you know who. It's time for you to be independent and do it alone. So whoever has been teaching you to see things this way and be this way, and God says, don't even waste your time on regrets. It's victories or lessons. It's all good. And this was a lesson for you. And God says, pray before you make your next step. And furthermore, God is waiting for an invitation to help you. So you're not alone. God is willing to help you get back to living from your heart or your soul. Okay? So that's the lesson here. Alright, Leo. So that's the message that we have for you. Now, Virgo, 3148. 3148. Okay, so Virgo men. So what does God want to tell you in this situation? Virgo men, what do you want to tell them? Two more times, Virgo. Alright, let's see. Interesting underlying issue. Okay, so we have loss of friends. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, loss of friends, and we have loss of rights. So you lost your soulmate. You lost all rights to your soulmate. And I remember doing a reading for you. It's on the Instagram channel where God was saying that the soul contract that you had with someone is actually terminated. So the rights that you had to your soulmate, you no longer have those rights. Okay? The underlying issue is loss of bowel control. So you couldn't control the shit that was coming out of you. Interesting. God says you couldn't control the shit that was coming out of you. You had no control over it whatsoever. Loss of intelligence. You were not using your intelligence. Okay? You were not using your sight. You were not seeing things clearly at all. Okay? So you no longer have rights to this soulmate. So that means the contract gets passed on to the next person that God has ordained for her. Okay? So that's the story that we have for you. Loss of rights. Okay? Virgo. So Libra men. Let's see. Libra men. What do you want to say to the Libra? Oh, I forgot to check the time. 35. Let's call it 35:25. Okay, 35:25. Libra men. What do you want to tell Libra men about their sexual soulmate relationship that's worth saving? Okay. Got important life lesson here at the bottom of the deck. Let's get this card that fell on the floor. Ooh. So we have immature guardians as the first card coming out. Then we have do some research. So you're being led astray. People you're choosing to put your trust in to give you wisdom and, you know, for advice, and people you're consulting, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. So we have who is he? Usually this comes out and it's like, who are you? So you are not being yourself. You are being what somebody else has been advising you to be. God says you need to sincerely apologize and get a part-time job, which is studying yourself. Okay? You need to apologize to yourself and get a part-time job, and know that God and its delegates are protecting you. So you're not alone in this. So let's see, the underlying issue here is an important life lesson about knowing who you should ask. Okay, you know who to ask. So this is about finding these the people in your life who are actually worth listening to. So that's the life lesson here. So perhaps you've been denying the people around you who actually have wisdom. Sorry. Yeah, so the people, the smartest of the bunch, you've been ignoring those and listening to those who probably were telling you what you wanted to hear. Okay? But just because you believe it, it doesn't make it true. Okay? You were listening to those who were negatively influencing you. But there's always a choice. So even though you listened to them, you didn't have to do what they were telling you. You chose to do what they were telling you. And these things had you intoxicated, so you wasn't in your right frame of mind. Okay? Are you holding yourself back? Yeah, you're holding yourself back. And we have it sabotage. So these people that you were relying on thinking that they're your friends and they mean you well, they didn't mean you well at all. It's like they knew that they were sabotaging you. God said you need to drink more water, which is be more compassionate, be more thoughtful, be more considerate, get more into your nurturing energy. Okay? It's time to act mature. So you were having a lot of fun being immature because these people were influencing you to be that way. Okay? So that's probably that made your soulmate relationship go left. Okay? And it's an important life lesson. Interesting. Okay, so that's the message that we have for you, Leo. So I'm guessing that you and your soulmate actually aren't together right now because you messed up your partnership by listening to the wrong people. You were not ready for them. You were out there having fun, being immature. And because people that you respect were telling you that, yeah, do that, you were quick to follow their lead and actually do that. And now you're single. So the important life lesson here with your soulmate was for you to realize who in your life is actually worth listening to and who you should stop listening to. Okay? So, Scorpio 4140. Okay, so Scorpio, in this situation, what does God want to tell you, Scorpio man? Excuse me. So I'm hearing I should read from the book for you with this one, Scorpio. So whatever card comes out, we'll read you the in-depth or the more the proper, I should say, understand more in depth. That's the one. The in-depth understanding of what the card is saying or what the message is saying. I'm going around one more time. If nothing come out, I'm moving on. Okay. At the bottom of the deck though, we have guilt. So that's your message, Scorpio. I'm not wasting my time with any energies. If God want the message to come out, God have the power to make it come out. And if you guys want your messages to come out and if there's people blocking your messages, it's not for me to fight to make it happen. You need to put in the energy to make your messages come out. I'm not wasting my energy and my time. So if you don't know how to do it, learn how to do it like I had to. Sagittarius 4435. Okay, so let's see your message, Sagittarius. So Sagittarius in sexual relationships with their soulmate that are worth saving. Sagittarius, what's your message for them, please? curious. I want to see what was coming next for this Scorpio reading. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I'm gonna go around one more time. So the card we have at the bottom of the deck, Sagittarius, is Nourishment. It says you are being asked to take time out for self-care. I'm gonna share this with you. So we have nourishment, then we have old habits. Then God says you need to surrender to the spiritual teacher. So before you can even get a soulmate, you need to tap into your soul. Okay? You're not connected in your soul, so you can't get a soulmate. You're disconnected from yourself, your higher self. Okay? So you can't enjoy the pleasures of those who are, you know, in a higher vibration. Alright, so if you choose to be a karmic, you're only going to get karmic relationships. When you choose to live from your soul, then you'll be open to receiving soul mates. Okay? So Capricorn, 4936. Alright, so what's your message for Capricorn in this here situation, please? One more time, Capricorn. Okay, so we have vulnerability. So this vulnerability is a problem for you because the underlying issue here we have encouragement. So yeah, healing, Mother Nature, guilt, truthfulness, shame, blossoming. So you're being hard on yourself. I need to sit down. Oh, my legs are tired. I kind of like this, you know. It's a nice angle. Anyway. Hold on. I'm sorry, Capricorn. Just bear with me. If you see the shoes that I'm wearing. Yeah. So imagine my instep, and I've been doing it since I started the video. Let me take them off. Where are my sandals? Whew. Okay. That was fun. Okay. So we've got, yeah, so you're feeling, you're allowing shame to grow inside you because you've not been your best self and you're not very happy with yourself about it, and instead of healing you're actually kind of getting worse. Okay, yeah, so let's bring you some advice. Yeah, you got dreams of being successful, fortuitous, fortuity, okay? But rejection of your kindness. You don't want that to happen. So it's like you know that you haven't put good energy out there, and because of that you just spiraling down the, okay. First thing I can tell you is if you want to change the trajectory of your life, you're gonna have to change your mindset. Okay, so you've already made the mistakes, but if you keep on telling yourself that nobody's gonna love you because of your past and shit like that, let me tell you something. Soulmates don't think that way. We don't care if you have killed 1,000,000 people, okay? Whatever, the most terrible things you can think of. An actual soulmate who God has put in your path to bless you. Once you've changed your energy, that is, because you can't be in that negative energy. It's like with this, was it Sagittarius? Yeah. Sagittarius, it turns out that they're not living from their soul. They're not giving in to their spiritual self. Obviously, it's a positive spiritual self. So therefore, you cannot get a soulmate. So it's like you cannot put negativity out into the world and expect to get positives back. So even if you get sent someone who appears to love you, if you're in the wrong energy, then they're gonna be karmic because that's the energy that you're putting out. So because you're not putting out proper love, you will not be able to get back proper love because it's up to the universe, and the universe know all of us. Okay, so you may be able to fool someone, but you can't fool the universe, and because of that you will always get what you deserve. Okay, so if you have started off on the wrong path and you actually find, oh, I don't like this life anymore, I want some love in my life, then you're gonna have to change your frequency. Okay, so it's like you attending mechanic school, but really and truly you want to be a doctor. If you want to be a doctor, you can't keep going to mechanic school. You're gonna have to go to the school where you can learn to be a doctor in order to carry doctor frequency. You see that? So it's like that. So if you want a soulmate, you're gonna have to put out that energy into the universe that says, yeah, I'm willing to do the give and take in a situation like that. So it's gonna call for a whole new you. Okay, for you to enjoy this. Okay, so that's all that it is. You have to change your frequency. Mind over matter, you know. All right, so next we have Aquarius at 5655. 5655. So let's see, what does God want to tell you, Aquarius, about your sexual soulmate relationship that's worth saving? Where do we find that answer? Okay. Two more times. So the card we have to come out for you is Metamorphosis. It says, like the caterpillar that emerges from its cocoon, you're about to get your wings. So something is going through a metamorphosis. Now this could be you, or this could be your actual relationship with this person. The underlying issue we have resolved. It says this is a period of indecision and inner conflict, and it is time to make a decision. Then we have shooting star. You are a shooting star. You're about to step into your fullest potential. And we have self-sabotage. You may be creating pain for yourself by standing in your own way. Perception. You are getting ready to have a shift in perception that will change everything. So this is you, Aquarius, so you're changing. And we have dark night of the soul. You are in the midst of a spiritual awakening. So it's time to get out of your head and back into your heart. Because you're in the wrong frame of mind. You don't want to become obsessive about getting it done. The way how to get it done is to get out of your head and into your heart, okay? Operate from your soul. That's how you get a soulmate. 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 And we have heavenly helpers. So heavenly helpers are around. It says your spiritual team is guiding you through this difficult situation. So you need not worry. Yeah, for this connection. So you'll be fine. It says you are very connected to the heavenly realms. So your soulmate is on its way, but you have to go through this metamorphosis first. So you're in the wrong mind state to actually not only pull in but also maintain a soulmate relationship. So it's like if God even send your soulmate to you now, because of the state of mind that you're in, you're gonna make that person miserable and you're gonna lose that person. So before you can actually get your soulmate, Aquarius, you're gonna have to make those changes so that you can become more tolerable, more patient, more supportive, more truthful, you know, more kind. You know, you're getting a team player, so it's like, yeah, you have to, your energies have to mesh well, and you're helping each other up. This is how a soulmate goes. So it's like they bend over so you can climb up on their back, and then you bend over so they can climb up on your back while you get to your success. And you're not doing it by cheating each other, you're actually working with each other. One hand can't clap, you need two. See? Nothing. Yeah? So before you can get your other hand or your other half, you need to make these changes. Alright? And that's the story when it comes to your lovely soulmate, your sexual soulmate connection. You can get some good love in the morning, in the evening. Okay. Alright, so you need to go through that metamorphosis first. Alright, Aquarius, that is you. So now Pisces. 10316 10316. So let's see what does God want to tell you about your sexual soulmate relationship. what's your message for Pisces? Oh, I forgot to put these back. Okay. Pisces. Two more times, Pisces. So we got rich at the bottom of the deck. All right. So here what now? We have underappreciated, self-discovery, vain. And that's a disappointment. So, yeah. So the person is underappreciated by you. And you're discovering that it's because you're vain. Okay? And God says that's a disappointment. The underlying issue here is rich. You want somebody with money. You want somebody with status. You want somebody who is high and mighty. Are you rich? Are you high and mighty? Do you have status? Physical health, selective, educated. We have idle, dissatisfied. So basically, you want somebody who is high and mighty. Idle, dissatisfied, distorted belief system. So God is like, you're fooling yourself. Like, are you all these things? Eh? Are you rich? Are you a winner? Are you physically fit? Are you educated? We got willing and accomplished. Yeah, you want someone who is accomplished. Are you all these things? I don't think so. Self-discovery and vain. So it's like you've set yourself all these lofty ideas of what your ideal partner would be like, that when you saw the one, you didn't appreciate this person. And even when you realize that you're vain, it's like, I'm vain and I don't care. So you discovered that you're vain, you know that you have lofty ideas, but you don't care. Okay. So let's see what these mystery cards are. So we have friend, undervalued. So yeah, your soulmate came in, but they were not accomplished enough for you, so you let them go. Okay. So do you think that the people who are physically fit and educated and all these things, do you think that they were born that way, or do you think that they snapped their fingers and they became that way, or did they work for it? You know, did they have a support system around them who helped them to become that way? And if you want somebody like that, how willing are you to be with that person while they are lowly, so that you can help to encourage and build them? Are you willing to go about getting your soulmate that way, or do they have to come like already done, like already made, you know, like what they call it, pre like when you buy something in the shop and it's already built up for you. You don't want to put it together, you don't want to put them together, you just want to have everything just done and ready for you. Okay, to each their own, there's nothing wrong with that. But God says that's immature. So your friend did come and you undervalued them. So we got bold, wise, contentment, poor, rational. We got airheaded. This is saying a lot. So you undervalued your friend. And then we have immature. So you find their boldness and their wiseness and their happiness with being poor, but rational, as foolishness, airheadedness. You think that they're stupid to be happy even though that they're poor. So whoever your soulmate is, they're actually bold and wise, and they're happy with their financial status. They find it to be rational, but you think that it's just airheadedness. You're like, you're fucking crazy. That's just dumb. You're like, you don't even make no sense right now. You can't be for me. Like I said, to each their own, you know what I'm saying? Because money makes you happy, status makes you happy, I don't know, material things make you happy. So you and your soulmate are on two completely different pages. What makes your soulmate happy is being bold. So she's fearless. So she's willing to stand up for herself against everybody, including you. And she's wise. So that means she's sensible. If she's wise, a person who is wise can also be rich. But a person who is rich can't buy wisdom. And she's happy with her status. It's like, that shit don't even move me. Whether or not I don't have, I make a way when there is no way. I'm a fucking magician. That's how I live. It's rational. It's sensible. It's mature. A person in that energy, they have the power to overcome their circumstances. You, on the other hand, if you were to lose your riches, you would go nuts. You wouldn't know what the fuck to do with yourself. You seem like you'd be the type to fucking commit suicide and think life ain't worth living. If you think that you're trying to get your money and you're having too much trouble, you're the type to do dumb shit to get it, or just delete yourself from the game. And you think that they're the one who are airheaded. This person finds appreciation in the little things in life, like air and water and friendship. Okay, and good health. Okay, so you and your soulmate are on two completely different pages, and you feel like you're right for seeing things how you see things, and she feel like she's right for seeing things the way that she's seeing things. And hear what? You're both correct. To each their own. Okay, so those are the messages that I have for you guys. Thank y'all so very much for joining me. I hope you found the messages helpful. Okay, until next time, my loves. Bye bye.